In the jungle here, Boogie picking that one up. The cover of darkness allows Kaisa movement around team fights a lot more too. When you're facing so much dive in hand, we may see the first big play from EG and the snowball start. The nature of the matchup we keep highlighting for the Yone picks into it. Chime.
Oh, great look by Chime. Good roam timer as well, and the paranoia, the first use is beautiful for TSM.
Pure minions and turret plates. Plus Rift Trail, 3.2k, the gold lead for Evil Geniuses, and Revenge. 2v1. Nocturne ultimate.
I don't think he'll even need it. He can just walk in line. Haunter is still low, but Revenge with the fear cannot do anything. This is solid stuff from TSM. You know, the laning phase wasn't going their way necessarily, but in terms of their macro and team fighting, they might be able to loop around here. Teleports coming in from both Revenge and Haunter. Glacial Prison right into the middle. Ruby goes golden with the stasis, and it's Evil Geniuses that secure the dragon, but Chime, masked by the darkness of Paranoia, finds a nasty flank onto the backline of Evil Geniuses, but do they have the damage to back it on up? Boogie is forced to flash. The shutdown goes over the Revenge, and Evil Geniuses find vengeance and strike true into the heart of TSM.
Oh my god. The teleports are far away from the rest of them. By the way, didn't see even a smite on that dragon. Went down to 1 HP, but don't let EG continue to increase as quickly as possible. Try and minimize your losses. Boogie's pretty far from the rest of his teammates, so...
I mean, he shuts out the lights for a haha gotcha, but for Evil Geniuses, they just walk right back on up. Chime is forced to get the hell out of there, and now Evil Geniuses, I mean, they don't get any kills off of it, but they're showing that their strength is far superior to TSM at this point of the game.
Yeah. Let's see, for TSM...
Fate sealed over the wall, looking for the damage calculation. Will the Soul Unbound Mark do enough? But he gets charmed up, and TSM punished him.
And continue to increase their control of these objectives on the map. So the pace from EG's side.
Oh, Paranoia onto the bottom side of the map. Jojo already used Fate Seal, but Boogie flashing after wants to get the kill for TSM, but Jojo throws in the thumbs up. Nice try, bro. Better luck next time, as Evil Geniuses are going to win out on the turret pushing war on the top side.
They've got multiple members up there. It looks like the turret is full health, but they're going to do their best to make a cross-map play.
Jojo trying to put a dent into Haunter, but with the Thorn Mail Rush, Jojo's not doing that much damage, so for TSM, at least they can have some stable ground. But if EG decide to bring multiple members, then, well, TSM might just have to answer on back. So Wild Turtle is kept here to make sure that Haunter has another buddy to make sure turret does not go down.
I think EG right now, since they saw the cross-map play extending time going for the turret, they wanted to get a little bit more. But TSM actually had a decent defense on bottom side, and as long as Haunter doesn't die here, TSM did a fairly good job of minimizing losses.
They recalled, and now they use the Paranoia, forcing the flash out of Revenge, and they dodge on the Glacial Prison.
Picks. Looking for the turn, though. Sejuani ultimate is actually down, so Varus ultimate has to be a big playmaker in.
They got the charm down on the Jojo gun, and he's going to use Fate Seal to get out of there, but Unforgiven finds a trade on a Wild Turtle. Ruby is searching for Jojo, but Jojo's already safe, and he doesn't have teleport, but he's going to get the recall off, and TSM have lost both their jungler and their AD carry. EG got everything that they wanted. They didn't even need to take the Baron, and they have a minion wave
of HP and ults out to the side. Unforgiven locking it down. Using his Varus ultimate to complete that one and actually getting the pick, then the rest of the team can just go pick up Baron afterwards as Jojo.
Is he going to look for the all-in? Oh, not quite. Not enough damage.
Fairly quickly. And Evil Geniuses on a 23-minute pace here. Should the other pushing lane.
Yeah.
Just do your 4-1 split push. And Armeo actually goes for the dive.
Glacial Prison, Paranoia, turns out the lights. Ruby goes golden. And it looks like the engage is stopped here for now from Evil Geniuses, but the pressure...
Rival of Ruby. Armeo does have smite.
Oh, do they actually want to fight this fight? I guess Armeo is cut off from the rest of the pack here. Evil Geniuses, though, give him a breath of life thanks to Ayla, and they turn the fight on its head. TSM thought that they were able to catch out Armeo, but he's too tanky to take down. Ruby is forced to flash over the wall, but Jojo's going to answer with a flash of his own as he slices him down to shreds. TSM now on the back foot. Evil Geniuses making their way through the mid lane. There's another dragon coming up in 20 seconds, but they're going to look for the push on the inhibitor instead.
Rafa, this EG looking like they definitely deserve #1 spot in the LCS after this game the entire time, and they got it. Good chase. I have to say, Unforgiven, the Varus ultimate does so much there.
Yeah.
And they still have vision control of, actually, Revenge?
Do they have a pick on the Revenge? Maybe. He still has a flash to work with, and he flashes the Emperor's Divide. Gonna get tethered by that fear, but he's got the dominance, he's got enough life sustain, and now he's gonna turn it right back onto Ruby because he has the core trigger for the Omni Slash, and he just bites him down. Boogie now on the run. He has a flash to work with, but Armeo is leading the charge here, so that flash I don't think is just gonna do anything as Jojo still takes him out. Chime trying to get Wild Turtle out, and Revenge is gonna go for a cheeky teleport just in their face because they want to close this game out fast.
That is one angry crocodile. Evil Genius is inside the base. Can they finish it now? Mid inhibitor's already down. Bottom inhibitor down now, and all that's left.
On to the Nexus turret. First one falling to Evil Geniuses. Haunter doing everything he can to stall it out. They find one on Armeo, but it easily gets traded on back onto Haunter, and the number advantage for Evil Geniuses is enough so that they can lay waste to the final remains of TSM's base. And while we did expect it, it's still always a damn good sight to see Evil Geniuses dominating the LCS Summer Split with another win in Week 3.
The value pickups here all coming together on Evil Geniuses. Say, nice hard engage, we've got Emilio.
Yeah.
So actually fully denies that with the last pick here. And I gotta say, I love this.
So he's forced to use the ball breaker
TY
just to
for
get
leash.
out. And now, yeah, TY for leash. Flyquest should be able to secure this, as Spica does have smite. And that's first dragon over for Flyquest. No one goes down yet from either team, but he finds the Charm and the Prince, but it's a beautiful cleanse that gets him out. And the rest of Flyquest are able to walk out scot-free.
Fighting the 1v1 to get priority into River too, and Summit is losing it, so Summit is toast.
Yeah, he slammed him. He got the double slice and dice, but the Glacial Prison and the Permafrost is beautiful timing as well. First blood over for Flyquest, and Harry's in a world of trouble because he's been rattled up. Flyquest!
They're doing it!
2-0.
Again, Pioshik's going to mess around though.
Vikla has Buster Shot. Maybe he can just punt Pioshik out if he gets close for a threat here. But now Vulcan turns it on. The charm from the quickness and the grand entrance knocks up Pioshik. He's got nowhere to run, but Core JJ with the Breath of Life tries to give Pioshik a way out of there, but Prince cuts him off with the Feather Storm and the Blade Collar. Now they got Harry and Jan on the other side fighting Vikla. 2 for Nail. It's a trade, and Spica's still alive, but the Dragon reset, and Spica might be too low to take this Dragon by himself. So Flyquest have to dip. Core JJ still on the right side of the map. Impact punts out one out, and I think in the end, Kobe, no one is a Dragon, and it looks like there's no contest from Flyquest. So the second Dragon goes to TL.
Okay. They claim the
Like consistent DPS. It seems more like a poke build.
Yeah, I mean, any Ashe build is going to be a little bit okay.
Summon might be in trouble. This is a 1-on-3. He gets the double slice and dice, Glacial Prison, and the charm, and the quickness, and everything. You have to force bonus percentages as the further the game goes on.
Boom, demolished. Impact still gets the turret. Harry down to 50% health. Just keeps on eating onto the minions. Taxi up to that. On the team fights at this stage, though. See how good it is. Oh,
Vikla, they pop the Dominus, and now Vikla has nowhere to run unless he still has a jump. He uses it after, and he has the flash, but Core JJ might cut him off. The soccer ball interrupts him, and now Summon is cut off Impact from getting any sort of revenge kill.
Ash
and
arrow,
it's
maybe?
45 seconds before the Dragon. They're looking for Spica now. Voltbreaker connects. Vulcan still has Charm and Quickness, but he's not going to use it. Spica's just forced to use Flash. The Charm connects now, and now Vulcan might be forced to use a Grand Entrance to buy time for his jungler. They need to make sure that Spica stays alive because the Dragon is spawning in 30 seconds.
looks like they should be able to get it no problem. With Rift Herald down mid, they can just pop that one, fully take mid tower here, recall pretty early for Summit on bottom lane.
No way for him to start a fight right for Flyquest. Thought Impact was going to try to... Has been able to get those strong early game leads. While in spring it was a weakness for them, not fast. Spica's here on the river. I don't know if Spica can get a hit.
Okay. He had a Blade Caller to be able to finish it. I like it. They stop it as well.
Oh, they look for Vikla, but he's able to use the rocket jump to get out. But Harry with a follow-up, almost looking for a beautiful flash over the wall.
I was very critical. I was like, I don't know if he's going to be able to get these rocket jumps off, Rafa, but you called it. He got him off.
He's been timing it well, and Vikla's out of there, and he might be able to teleport back into the fight as long as Flyquest can stay alive. Impact is living to the very bitter end. He's out of there, and Team Liquid still don't find any members of Flyquest down within lethal range, and I feel like TL just used all of their tools there.
And they got nothing. Flyquest deny them. Flyquest even take from them mid-turret too. That charm also misses. Teleport comes in for Team Liquid. They're hoping they can still find something.
Deficit in a numbers advantage. Team Liquid are still on the Baron. Vikla is remaining in vision. Vikla just forces it. Oh, but the charm connects! He was looking for the butcher shot, but Harry steps back on up with the flash, answers back.
Again, and the health chunks are enough to get Dragon number 3. If they can, for the rest of TL to finish off those members. Summit is in.
They didn't have vision, and he throws himself in there, but they stop the Baron take for now. Valle is onto the back line here of Flyquest. Vulcan is dead, but they already took out Yon, so now it's just up to Harry to see if he can output damage. Pioshik is gone as well. There's no smite for Flyquest. They should be able to burn it down. They have the smite advantage for Spica. They just need to bully off the rest of Team Liquid, and Flyquest, it looked dicey there.
Nicholas going in again.
Yes, sir. This time he'll have a stasis to protect him. Oh, but they're looking, and they find the target that they want, but Vulcan is still getting out alive. Summit has the TP flank. Harry can look over the wall. Spirit rushing in, following up on Summit's engage. Vulcan has already been taken out. They get the Vault Breaker. Impact is forced to flash away. Harry can still follow up with another charm if he can get in range, but he's already used all 3 Spirit Rushes charges, and Impact still gets out alive.
Good denial, steadfast presence there from Impact to keep the losses at just Vulcan going down. Teleport around in Harry's face.
Oh, it's Impact, and Harry, I don't think he has the damage equipped to take down this Poppy, especially now that she's full HP and there's no Spirit Rush, and that is the shutdown for Impact.
Impact says, nice tank busting build.
Problem for Flyquest. They remember where he is, and Impact is marking that right side of the flank. They look for the charm and the Spirit Rush in, but he keeps up the steadfast presence, so he denies 1 charge in. But Team Liquid have the health advantage on their front line, so they push out Flyquest, and that is soul secured for Team Liquid.
Should be able to get a tower too. That's some more money. Their carries are catching up a little bit in levels. Vikla and Prince still have 1 extra, but Vikla's about to go down.
Yeah, they Vault Breaker in. They don't even need the cease and desist. They just walk on up.
And Sejuani shows mid.
Impact. Could you send a Keeper's Verdict and knock them out? But the Baron is already secured, and they're going to look for the fight in the turn. The charm, the quickness. Vikla and Spica come in for reinforcements, but no one can access Yon into the backline. If he keeps firing, then he's out of there, but he's forced to flash because Flyquest are able to take out the front line. Time to just burn down the Dragon because Pioshik is nowhere near. If you burn down the Elder Dragon and Pioshik doesn't get in range, but now the time is starting to dwindle down. 6,000 HP. Pioshik can get in range, looking for the Vault Breaker. The Impact on the left side. Glacial Prison is thrown out. They look for the engaged Vulcan right into the front line. Impact goes right on in. Prince is free, firing all these feathers. No one is touching Vulcan. No one is touching Prince. Harry's trying to look for the backline, but Prince is undetected. But Yon takes out and shreds Vulcan down. They find Impact. Prince flashes forward. He still has the feather storm to use it, and Prince steps up. It is huge. Could this be the time? Flyquest fans, do they get to rejoice? Prince steps up and takes out Team Liquid.
All right, Summit's here. He wants to do something crazy. He's got flash, teleport in for Harry.
Way. No, it's gone. Elder Dragon is gone.
Run, get out of there. Across the finish line. Elder means you get Baron, means you get to push hard towards TL. Slowly but surely, can they get inside? TL, no. We don't want to fight Elder. We want to wait it out. 1 more minute left on this Elder.
And for Flyquest, that means it's free access into the base. Inhibitor 1 falls in their favor.
Oh, be careful about any little bits of poke damage as well. Flyquest get number 1 on top side, number 2 falling very quickly, and they still have 45 seconds. The time looks good for them.
Game, Flyquest on the brink of ending the losing streak, of ending the memes as Flyquest. They need 1 more Nexus turret, and now it's just an empty Nexus. Can they hit it? Team Liquid will do everything to block them out. Flyquest are falling. Do they have enough damage? Do they have enough members? The Elder Dragon
get through the early clears and get into some playmaking action so we can really see the highlights of this champion.
Yeah.
Last time around, not the case.
Top lane stops in mid lane as well to at least offset some pressures. They look for a little bit of love damage, but Pal Fox is too chunked out. He can't really assist in the gank.
River walks through, but Ignar's here first.
And they turn it around. They're just going to flash right on top of Gory. And because of how Iron Q's work, everyone gets a free access pass onto Gory for first blood. And now the rest of Golden Guardians have to retreat.
Yeah, they got to get out of there because teleport was used from Dokla to mid lane. And his wave stuck up on top side. They get the chase.
And River, he still has Flash to play with. Looks like he's walking on out thanks to who he stunting.
Goodbye, Johnny. Goodbye, Steven.
Contract's making a repeat gank on the top side of the map. Licorice, Counter-Strike stun is already used, and the Q connects, and clean stuff from Energy.
Love it. Going to visit of the game.
I don't think Contracts is going to chance for a steal. Thought about it. Definitely looked like maybe.
You can jump in. Rel already has big shields. They're going for the plan to Licorice.
Trying to wait out the Counter-Strike stun from Dokla, and then he flashes in to secure the stun, but they cannot link up Daisy and Ivern's root. But Ignar, he's going to flash stun into the crash down, and the Ignite ticking down. Ignar takes that kill for himself.
I would say take
Off, but is forced to use the teleport now because now all members of Energy have shown up. They're just doing it to guarantee, but the crash down into the Magna Storm does not hit anyone. River gets out of there alive. Dragon is reset, and into the backline. FBI is trying to leap in there, but Contracts is also blinking down on HP. FBI's already found one, but FBI's got to put out the damage against Gory, who's routed him off, but Daisy is walloping him, punching him down, but it's still not enough damage. Dokla will slice and be the ender of multiple members of Golden Guardians. His Contracts now on the run. Stixay is looking for another reset with the rocket jump, but cannot get enough auto attack damage. What a fiesta from here. Golden Guardians Energy are just scrapping on both sides, and Contracts does not go down. The deadly shield catches him.
The shield here from Contracts allows them to chase down the extra kill. And then you know the end of this story. Even though it's a triple kill for Stick your W, if your Maokai wants to go start out tanking tower and save the Twisted Advance, but they lead with ult.
Dominus is available. He tries to flash away under tower, but it's a nice bonk and well-played dive from Golden Guardians, but the last turret shot is enough to find Licorice. And now Golden Guardians are on the run. Can Contracts find the Root Maker? Gets the smite for the slow. River is just getting auto-attacked to death before he lands the easy Q, and it's an easy revenge kill for Energy.
From death, so him going down.
Yeah.
In that scenario, you probably want to just walk up as Maokai.
Oh no, the teleport is coming in.
Get the turret.
Dokla's like, hey buddy, remember the dive, the 2v1? Well, I got 3-on-1 for you this time, and there is no way out for Mr. Eric Ritchie.
Tried to push even deeper. Oof. Another one. Second, should be plenty of time for a reset after Dragon for Energy to defend and not let Golden Guardians get too much back. And they're going right back to it. Here we go, round 2.
This time, Gory and Huhi are in the inside of this river track. Palafox is separated, but the Magna Storm is going to cut off Huhi, and Huhi just gets blown up by Energy. That's a member gone from Golden Guardians, but they're looking for the re-engage with the Nature's Wrath. Doklas buys some space. Right now for the front line, Daisy is still tanking up and maintaining aggro of Baron, so the Baron does not drop, but River has the blast cone. He can get in for a steal. The steal, it doesn't happen. Jokel's the one that secures it. River's got nowhere to go because he doesn't have flash. Gory looks for a Hail Mary and a Palafox, but he flashes away, and now Gory's just sent himself to die at the hands of Energy, but Stixay looking for the reset. Licorice flashing in for a Counter-Strike. He can set up for Stixay. He's looking for more buster shots and more rocket jumps, but he hops away. Energy are gonna get out alive.
Licorice trying to, for this Dragon, if Golden Guardians really are trying to force, it looks like Licorice is. A little bit of frustration here. Who he gonna wrap around? Can he get the flank? There's no flash on any Energy carry.
Dude, he spotted, he flashes in, but he gets the depth charge right into the backline. Contracts is knocked up, and they've blown up Dokla, and that's the main front line gone for Energy. That's the Dragon going over to Golden Guardians.
Huhi with the big flank. Golden Guardians cash in on the objective bounty. So even though they lost out around Baron, they get the Dragon. The smite right just above 1200. Close there, but no cigar. Dokla gets it, and Dokla barely lives at the end too, as he was buster shotted out. Gory the last chase down, and you know Licorice is gonna be able to flash follow, but Palafox and the rest of Energy still coming to town with the Baron buff, pushing down these turrets.
Inhibitor tower falls now, thanks to the Baron buff. 2 empowered cannon minions making quick work of the inhibitor. That is the first.
Keep up the pressure around mid to make sure there's no counterplay, so very easily collected by Energy. Having the Ardent here, Contracts provides so much.
He's in fog. Oh, yeah, and now he's exposed, but FBI is all by himself, but he uses the killer instinct to jump on the other side of the wall. Now who's looking sheepish. He's going to find Ignar, and that's just a tank support trade. Unless Ignar actually gets out alive, the explosive charge, the shield from Contracts keeps him alive, and a double shield just adds insult to injury. Golden Guardians find themselves without their junglers. They look for the engage. FBI is going to clean it up here. Dokla slices down Stixxay. The Root Maker roots him on up. The Flash, he can't get away out of that one.
2 people down. They can just retreat to Baron, a little bit safer of a play. Grab your inhibitor, retreat back over to the Baron on the side of Golden Guardians. Nice little juke boots from River, but he's going to need more than that.
Easy secure for Energy. Baron. Nicely done, but Licorice is now going to jump on them in the aftermath. Goes Golden, and it's a teleport coming in from Gory. He has Ember Survive. He has Flash. Can he catch them out by surprise? FBI is taken out of the fight. Palafox as well. Gory swoops on in. Looks like Dokla's going to be left to the wolves of Golden Guardians. He's going to sustain himself as long as he can, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. No teleport available, and no real way to run out of this one. At least it is consolation prize for Golden Guardians. The Stixxay will get himself another kill, but the Baron buff was secure for Energy, and that's all that
continues. Ivern Brush Siege. We slowly move up the line.
The forest is inching slowly closer and closer.
The Trents are attacking.
The ends are going to war.
Now the inhibitor tower is going to fall, and now Energy are making their... They're going to have to walk back on up, and Azir has set up his tower. Gory is going to use that for extra defense. Dokla has popped the Dominus, trying to sustain as much damage as he can. Has a GA, but he's in the middle of 3. They have Daisy trying to frontline, and Dokla gets to walk on out, sacrificing Daisy in the long run. And Golden Guardians are...
For the topside ones, they know this is only Cloud Drake number 3 too. So, Golden Guardians...
Definitely came with the blue suede shoes. He is dancing around a lot of... Oh, he's in there! He gets blown up! And now can Golden Guardians follow up in the engage? Otherwise, the support trade will be for nothing. They find Dokla. So support for top laners, great for Golden Guardians if they can main battle lines here. Palafox is...
Pretty big engage for Golden Guardians, but he gets melted as they're getting the pick on Dokla. Does mean a lot.
Could be the difference maker as they find a pick on the Licorice, but he goes Golden with the Zonias, but he's still separated from everyone else. But he leaps on over. Ignar follows up. Licorice is gone. The Magnustorm and the multiple members, then it's a trade back onto Ignar's life. Golden Guardians.
But Energy, now they're poking around again.
Oh, FBI goes for the killer instinct. He gets locked up, but they take out Huhi first. Gory 6-8, they have to clean up the damage, but FBI's gone. And now it's just Palafox, Dokla flashing in, but Gory goes Golden at the right time. Dokla loses all of his HP. He's forced to retreat. And Golden Guardians have bullied Energy off the Baron. They can look to burn it down.
Golden Guardians are going to start it up. There's plenty of vision for them. And Energy are going to go for the Dragon instead. That's going to be a Baron for Dragon Soul trade. Cloud blasted, so they got the pick again. But whoever's getting the pick here is always getting killed afterwards.
Looking for Licorice, but the Counter-Strike dodges the stun here.
Okay.
Ignar dodges out on the dredge line, and Dokla's way too far on enemy lines. He doesn't have a GA to work with. This shield isn't going to live through the explosive charge, and the GA still keeps him alive. Didn't realize he still had it. Ignar now in danger. He gets taken out by Gory. Golden Guardians have withstood the storm. The poking from Energy's composition is starting to fall in favor of the massive team fighting composition that Golden Guardians have built.
Maokai Ultimate, the slow and insidious killer. It got the catch that got them the trailing kills, and now Golden Guardians with Baron, can they be the ones to truly leave a lasting mark? We have officially passed the duration of our previous game, so back-to-back longest 907.
Dude, Huhi has been looking for flanks all game long, and this time, does he find Palafox here? Licorice can follow up in the engage. Palafox doesn't have flash. The GA is popped. Surely Palafox goes down, and Energy are trying to burn down through the front line, but wait, Palafox gets out. He had flash. And now Dokla gets to oh no, but he can't survive it! It's too much damage for Golden Guardians! Energy now on the run! Palafox has to retreat, he has to...
Elder plus Baron available, and they're trying to cover both. Contracts makes a run, he hits the Q!
He hits the Q, and then Gory has to go Golden to crash down. Do they have the Magnustorm? They don't even need it, they just have the damage necessary to take him out! Licorice is in big trouble! He goes Golden! The Gargoyle's to a plate is gonna be enough to keep him alive! Wait, did they steal Elder? No, they didn't. They secured Elder. Golden Guardians still have it to work with, but it is still a numbers advantage for Energy.
Yeah, that was a great call from Energy. They know that there's going to be people going for the Elder Dragon, so Contracts as Energy buff. It's just the Golden Guardians bottom lane standing against the full might of Energy.
20 seconds left on Gory and River. 20 seconds can feel like an eternity here if NRG just close out the game right here, right now. Teleport is coming in from Dokla. They burned down one Nexus turret easily. This could be an Energy. They had to fight through thick and thin, but they...
With Cleanse, with that Saya, potentially can keep himself safe. You know, you called out Diamond being one of those engaged support players. It is going to be the Leona. And that is a pretty deadly duo this year, and sometimes 100 Thieves in the past, is that Closer had been more on playmakers, have been looking more aggressive. Oh, somebody gonna go all out.
Has the dominance, but Rich taking a lot of damage. Gonna get the call to Meek. He's so low. One more auto. Someday he'll pick up first.
As we go on, though, Jensen, you know, is going for obviously the tier here, looking to scale potentially. Busio has no flash. They're gonna look for it.
Flash in, a lot of damage. The pullback. Gotta be careful. But Busio, he is getting burst down by Tomo. Early game, that ain't the case.
Yeah.
He's a very squishy champion, but bot lane, Double Up and Tomo are fighting it out. There's no flash. You gotta get the damage. The flash in from Double Up. What a play to take down
the feathers. We actually swapped back to this point of view a little bit too late, as Double Lift had already used the flash there and the even trade, because you're losing the turret, you're losing the Herald.
Yep.
Mid lane tier 1 is low, bot lane tier 1 is low. So it's a very easy play here. 400 Thieves in these next couple minutes. Go to one lane, drop the Herald, that tower's gone. Go to the next lane, knock it down. I mean, Double Lift's going to kill this for free, so you can get the 3 outers here within the next...
But the bigger thing is the fact that second charge goes through for 100 Thieves. They're going to take that tier 2 in the bot lane. That is a huge Hextech Rift, and Diamond's already back on the field. It's down low, but look at Busio on the other side. That's the Hex Gate a little bit too late from Diamond. They got a lot of damage onto Double Lift, and Rich wants to re-engage, but someday keeping him at bay, but they burst down Busio as Rich got a little bit of attention coming in from 100 Thieves, looking for his way back into the fight. 4v5, Closer's going to be the target, but he dashes away, and look at Diamond. He's got the flank, Hextech over the wall, but it's absorbed by Someday with the sun coming on to one. They've got the Feather Storm. The Double Lift barely survives back to the turret. Only the one casualty. 100 Thieves still get the dragon.
Double Lift really fast fingers on that Feather Storm as they flashed in. He had no cleanse, so he had to be on point with it. Someday now looking to try to turn things around. Has Diamond stepped too far?
A little bit too far, but maybe they wanted to bait that win in because they got a lot of damage, and they found the poke onto Quid. All out onto Rich, but Rich gonna die to Someday as they look for the poke onto Double Lift. It will be traded 2 for 2 at the moment with Busio back on the Rift. Dignitas, probably the best play they could hope for right there.
Yeah, they do get a couple kills. It looks like they'll get a tower off the back of this as well. So that's going to be pretty nice, evening up the goal a little bit. But at the end of the day, 100 Thieves, you have to really be on point when you are playing from a deficit like this. But it's Busio finding Diamond. Diamond, though, could be in trouble.
That's going to be the depth charge into the back line. Jensen got a lot of attention, but it's going to be trade of support for support as Rich, the top laner. So they fight in the mid lane, a little bit of poke back and forth, but it's going to be the kill onto Maokai, and that's a Shurima shuffle pull back in from Quid. It's going to annihilate Dignitas. No trade onto Quid. He goes golden. Rich tries to get one back. The Crocodiles bite down onto the bird, but still dies regardless.
Yeah, they're going to be able to knock them all down. It's the ace for 100 Thieves. Devastating. Between top and mid, they have the push in on top. Too many Dignitas members were committed towards mid lane, trying to push off Double Lift from that mid lane tier 2, but this is really difficult, and somebody's going to face
trying
check.
For something, but it's the tanky members of 100 Thieves are going into. The flash is away, the depth charge onto Tomo. They can pull back in Rich, and Rich has to slice and dice away. A lot of damage onto Dignitas. Even if nobody fell, the turrets will. Especially looking at Quid too, you know? Looking at him right now, he's working on, I'm not exactly sure which item.
Yeah, going to be tough now. It is a 5v4, the massive gold advantage here. 100 Thieves going to be pushing in.
Looking for it, will die potentially. It's going to be the Nature's Grasp with the Dominus not popped just yet. They got a lot of damage onto the back line onto Quid, but Rich actually taken down. He didn't even get a pop. No, he did, but he still died regardless. And with 3v4, the tree having to go back.
See, look at Quid's health. Look at Somebody's health. I mean, if they can land the poke.
They're poking out, but they don't realize that they were just committed to that Baron, so it is taken by 100 Thieves. As Dignitas try to go for the Solar Flare. It does get Double Lift into the air. He goes. Nobody on top of him just yet. Waiting for the ult, waiting for anything. The poke will land, but everyone will
likely to have our next contest, but Diamond too far out.
Too far out with the Hex Gate as well. They can chase that down anywhere. This is not your territory. You might feel safe in the jungle, but it's all 100 Thieves. They bought up everything. They have a monopoly here, and Diamond, you're getting hit by the wall, and as they go over the wall looking for Rich, the Rich will be able to get away.
Yeah, Rich will get out of there with the stun, slice and dice to safety. It's tough though, you know, when you are the support and your team is losing this heavily, you have to be the one face checking brushes. You have to be one getting out on the map and trying to establish vision so you can have some
any moment, and someday should take down mid too.
Yeah, Jensen trying to push him off, dissuade him from going any farther forward, but Someday looking to potentially turn that around.
Got another dash away from the ult. Jensen barely alive, and the root comes in from Santorin. But what can you do here as Dignitas? They just don't have that angle. They're so far behind. 12,000 gold. 3 Hextech Dragons picked up by 100 Thieves. And they're going to lose 2 inhibitors without barely a fight.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. They're going to see if they can TP back in as well. TPing over towards top lane. Going to try to triple and hit them, but they're already knocking down the Nexus turrets, and the only angle for Dignitas might just be going next.
Yeah, it might be a GG go next, but Rich is on the other side looking for the flank as they already lost the tree. It's way too late. They just push you away, Rich. You might have flashed on top of them, but we knew this game was over for a while. 100 Thieves, they've had the lead, and they're now making sure they take every Dignitas member down before they topple the Nexus. They'll, knock it down.
Boom, easy. You also have the ulti to knock multiple members away because we know everyone is going to be piling in on Tactical, and I think that is going to be the difficulty. Like, can they actually keep Tactical safe and have...
He's going to be spotted if he goes into that brush. They try to use the Hex Flash. They got the pull on Sven, crashed down away. Even with Ignite and the stun from Trees, he is low, trying to slow him down with the Gravitum. The flash in to pick up first blood. You're right, Azale. It's before level 6.
Nicely done. Tactical going to be
powerful, and having that for Immortals, I do like how they kind of shook up what I expected. The bot lane won out, so I expected them.
But I do think there's options. You know, both Annie, Kaisa, as well as, you know, Fudge anytime he's in mini-hour is pretty good too.
Ooh, right there, getting a little bit of punish. Solo, though, taking his own damage back and forth. This Fudge kind of chasing him out in mini form. Good chase down potential. Even hopping forward for this one. He's in a lot of trouble. And he's about to go mega. The flash away, the flash forward from Fudge, and even landing the Boomerang, and that's going to be a solo kill for Fudge.
And now opening up a 500 gold lead on the top side. All of this farm is being lost here also. Fiverr down to bot. They're going to look for a fight.
That's going to be a 3v3. There is a TB top lane, but the TB's in the bot lane are going to be most important because Sven's going to die before anything happens. They're going to trade back on Tactical. That's the guy with the gold. You got the stun coming in. Pension back. Immortals on the run. Where can treats go? The cow about to be made into some burgers as Cloud9 pick up the fight. Resets like Envy, Balulu both can get in these fights can be detrimental for Cloud9.
But look at Fudge. You know, neither top laner had TP. He got the push on top. He makes first move. So if Immortals fight now, they're going to be down a man.
He's about to go mega as well. That's going to be a big thing. And they're all corralled against the wall. Sven went into the back line, but look at the damage they got on the Kenby. No resets for Immortals. Treat tries to get away, but that's going to be Fudge into the back line, all out on top of him, trying to pull him back in. They've got the charm. They do trade 1 for 2 at the moment, but Immortals, they're the ones that are behind because they lost their jungler.
Didn't want to walk up too early. But another well-played fight here from Cloud9. Again, they had first move. You look at the minimap, it's all about the move here from Cassante. He's trailing the...
So calling down Solo to always hang around a lot of these fights could actually impact them massively in the side lanes against Fudge.
Yeah, it can, right? And then that's one of the difficulties, and they're going to look for Fudge now.
That's a flash away, but they already got the cease and desist. All out. Solo tries to dash away, but they just got way too much follow-up, and it's a rampage even for Berserker.
Yeah, Solo going to go down in the side lane there, caught out. Fudge was up towards the claim that gold. It's going to be traded back for the tier 1 in mid. But Fudge is going to be working on your tier 1 top as well. So everything that Immortals gets, Cloud9 is just getting even more.
Yeah, they get double your money that you get and even get another charge on immediately collapse on.
I mean, Immortals just had no vision in their own jungle. Nicely smited away, though, by Kenby.
Oh, but Treats in a little bit of danger. He tried to go back in. He even used the Moonlight Vigil, the stun, but it's onto the tanky member. Sven goes into the back line, but look at Blabber. They've got everyone corralled here. Berserker shows up out of nowhere for a double kill. Everyone's flashing away, but they're picking up the kills. Solo fighting against Fudge, and we already know how that matchup goes. It is all Cloud9 Tactical. You can't even get out of this one. You're pinched, you're locked in, and you're triple killed by Fudge.
Fudge gets another shot right there.
Hey, he did everything he needed to. He got a huge engage, as you called out, followed up beautifully by Flabber. Berserker came out of nowhere to clean up a couple kills, but now Fudge in a little bit of danger. About to go mega. 3-man Nor. He's got a lot more damage than I expected, but not enough health to survive 3 members.
Yeah, that was about 1 auto away from killing Kenby. That actually got really dicey. 3 items with the Rage Blade, and the Baron is gone. Immortals thought they had found something. They got a kill. They got an objective.
It will kind of be answered by Immortals here in the bot lane, getting themselves a turret, but so much has been lost out from them, even with that attempted play. Then top
spotted them. M&S, you know, is just pushing out bot. Berserker getting really
Okay,
aggressive.
Berserker is
This-
playing very aggressive there.
A little bit of
Trees
trolling.
watching. Goes over to the wall with the killer instinct, but followed up by Balulu. He uses the cleanse away, but the re-engage coming in from Blabber, and there's Fudge. Flash, only Nor onto one person. This is Kenby.
M&S.
But Kenby knocked into the air. He's blown up. He's out of there. Look at the kill they got onto Blabber. Immortals are turning this one around, but look how low they are still. They've got Sven, they've got M&S, they've got the damage, and they've got the poke. Looking for treats underneath the
Tier
dirt.
2. Because they are ahead as far as the health and the resources there are concerned, but Blabber does go down. Berserker used that to get over the wall and does keep himself safe, but Cloud9 try to pile into the fight. And this is one of their tendencies that can sometimes happen.
Oh, Tactical Tibbers. He's chasing down. He's pummeling poor Tactical and burning them alive.
Looking really, really strong on this Annie. And Tactical not able to find anything here. They're going to lose the mid lane inhibitor tower. Fudge pushing up through top and Cloud9 closing in. We're only 23 minutes in. The inhibitors have been cracked. The first one's wave, the next one had not yet arrived, so now Immortals can move down towards bot, look to clear this, but
Flash for Flash. They are going to get a little bit of damage back, pulling back Blabber with all out as well, but that's going to be cease and desist. They're going a long journey back into the base. Solo will be the first casualty. Noralt, the follow-up Berserker, looking for the kill. They've got treats. He tried his best, but he's just not got enough there. The rest of Immortals, they're corralled back into their base. They'll lose another inhibitor, this one in the bot lane.
yeah, it's going to be all she wrote, I think. Berserker gets charmed up.
But the cleanse right back out of there, and Berserker, he's just too far ahead. Nobody can stop him. Cloud9 untouchable. They'll take this game. They'll retain the tie first place with evil geniuses as they crash down inside of the fountain of Immortals because they have got the game.
Another solid game here from Cloud9. This one very dominant against